Good morning and welcome back. This is World Talks coming to life from Warsaw. I'm Jastrzębska. May 2nd marks Flag Day in Poland. Scholars such as Benedict Anderson and Eric Hobsbawm have argued that flags are invented symbols that create a sense of ancient continuity, even for fairly young nations. The flag serves as a tangible, easily recognized shorthand for what Anderson called the imagined community of a nation. To discuss the role of the flag today and how powerful a symbol it continues to be in Poland, I'm joined by Michał Przeperski, historian and spokesperson at Polish History Museum here in Warsaw. Hello and welcome, sir. Delighted to have you with us.
Same, hello.
So what makes May 2nd such an important day in the Polish calendar?
Well, it's probably one of the youngest celebrations we have in Poland. It all started, formally in 2004, exactly right after, it was the second day after Poland joining European Union. And there are many reasons for choosing just the 2nd of May for the Polish Flag Day. Probably one of the most important is just it's placed itself between the 1st and the 3rd of May, whilst the 1st of May is internationally recognized as the international celebration for the work, like workers' celebration all over the world since 1889. And this May the 3rd is from 1791, still like a memory of the first Polish constitution, and really a symbol of great reform of the state itself, and really a starting point for the modern understanding of what Polishness is. And here comes the idea that maybe the 2nd of May could be a little bit of a bridge between the two, whilst the 1st of May was, especially during the second part of the 20th century, was seen as a little bit of a leftist, or better to say, blatantly a communist kind of celebrations, whilst the May the 3rd rather seen as a traditional one. The May the 2nd is something, I wouldn't say in between. It is simply a bridge. This is really a day for celebrating just a Polish national symbol, which is really very far from any ideology. And let me please just briefly refer to what was said already about Benedict Anderson and Eric Hobsbawm. Those outstanding historians were both rather of the leftist origin, and it really brings this idea of deconstructing what nation really is. And I would go as far as to say that Polish flag and the colors of Polish flag are rooted way back in the Middle Ages, which shows us that, well, even if it really in itself was a construction during the 19th century, let's say the elements of the construction were way older.
So let's get into that. How did Polish flag come about?
We may say that officially it all started during the November uprising, exactly on February 7th, 1831. It still is really very much a history, but it was exactly that day when the statue was accepted, stating that the flag really looks pretty much like the current Polish flag, namely white and red, and symbolizing not only an then existing Polish state, but also as a symbol for the whole nation. It really meant a lot, because before though, both colors, that is white and red, were, let's say, present in the Polish tradition. The eagle, that is a coat of arms for the Polish Republic currently, and was so for the Polish kingdom during already Middle Ages. The eagle was white, and the bottom of the shield was, we wouldn't say exactly red, rather crimson. And those were the colors. Those were the colors of nobility. Those were the king's colors. And then step by step during the 19th century, and especially during the modern times, during the 20th century, the colors of Polish flag became a symbol for the whole nation. That is not like a private symbol of the king or the symbol of just nobility, meaning just a layer of the fabric of Polish society or the nation. From 1831, we can say that it really the flag, this flag consisting of white and red, is really a symbol for the whole nation, and it really means a lot. And I really like to refer to what to its present understanding and to its present meaning. That is still the flag, the national flag, is really the symbol for all the Poles. Really, it really is not very much important whether right or left, or whether conservative or progressive, or woman or man, or whatever differences we can think of. It really is probably the strongest symbols of them all, and not really just because of the fact that it very often used to be a military symbol for very many obvious reasons, especially during the 20th century. But it also became recently, and I feel it very much even now, even today, yesterday and tomorrow, that really Polish flag became something, and I really think it fits. It became sexy. It became something that you really would like to refer yourself to. And it's not really a military, but also a civil symbol that really unites all the people in Poland. And I mean, currently, it's one of the symbols that we need very much, if I were to say.
Okay, so rooted in medieval heraldry, white and red, what is the symbolism behind these particular colors?
Well, the crimson, which, as I said, used to be like really the starting point, is very much a king's color, showing the. Well, we may say now it's really a symbol of blood, but it is a symbol of power. It's really of majesty, of greatness. And here it comes with white, which is also, like heraldry speaking, and from still very much rooted in the Middle Ages. Those are really the colors to be used for all the, let's say, most important, most gracious symbols. So is the situation with Polish eagle, whilst this Polish white eagle, which technically is not really even an eagle, but we call it that way, also is that kind of symbol, which is like of this of the same level as let's say lion or rose. So here are the archaeology of our symbols, if I were to say.
So were there any alternative designs that we know of?
That's a very good question, and when I'm thinking at this very moment, I don't really think that there were any moment in Polish history when, especially in Polish history of the present time or 19th century, already in the late 18th century, it was quite clear that both white and red, or crimsonish red, were the colors to be chosen. For example, those rosettes that were the symbols of military units named Kawaleria Narodowa, that is National Cavalry, which is back then, in the late 18th century, relatively modern piece of army unit. And it was like the very name that was used. It was a National Cavalry. It also meant it was like traditionally armed in let's say Polish manner, and also the colors used already then were white and red. And this is like only a tiny piece of example. We are absolutely sure that already during the adoption of Constitution of 3rd May 1791. White and red were the colors to be used also as a symbol uniting all the layers of Polish, I would say Polish political nation. That means nobility. That means burghers. All the people that were really aware of what was going on politically in Poland back then.
Mm-hmm. So, looking at this trajectory, has the meaning or perception of the Polish flag changed over time?
This really is a very hard question. If I were to say, I would just like to concentrate on what is going on recently. I have this feeling that the current state of affairs is as follows: that Poles are no longer maybe ashamed of the flag. It's probably too much to say. other way around, that nowadays Poles are really happy to expose it. That this is no longer that piece of symbol that is used only politically. That actually it serves as something, you know, a little bit stiff kind of thing, that we really don't want to use it because it's official. It just goes with, you know, some state celebrations. I think it's no longer like that. There are many reasons for it. One of it may be you know, the situation in Ukraine, when, you know, the flag is a symbol of being united against someone, but I still would like to put my finger on the fact that it's not only a symbol of, you know, being united against something, but it really is, you know, something that shows us that we are for something, and that is for the state, for the common good. And I really think that it evolved very vividly during last, I would say, 20-15 years.
Mm-hmm. So when is it appropriate to display the Polish flag, and when can it be inappropriate?
I think that, you know, common sense shows us what to do and what not to do with the Polish national flag. What is absolutely mandatory is that for the flag to be, you know, clean, to be neatly, nicely presented. You can't write on it. You can't put any symbols on it, be that the symbols of, I don't know, your most favorite you know, football club, or any kind of club, or any kind of symbols really is not allowed on that. Even the symbol of Polish eagle, that is coat of arms for the whole state, is not really a proper thing to be placed on the flag. The flag should be just white and red, and presented neatly, nicely. You can't walk on it. You can't use it as I don't know, like as really a sheet of paper to write on. So I think that, you know, just treat it with something, or let's treat it as something that really is a symbol really dear for all of us. And even if you're not like you know, the biggest fan of such symbols, just be aware of the fact that for very many compatriots, it really is a symbol worth, you know, fighting for, sometimes dying for, but also living for.
So to be respectful is the most important thing.
Well, yes, and then, you know, a little bit of common sense, because I really would like to show that, you know, respect is one thing, but also using it in our everyday life. And today is really the day to celebrate. Let's celebrate together.
Michał Przeperski, thank you so very much for joining us. Much appreciated. And thank you for watching World Talks. Please stay tuned for more here on TVP World.